moving day. Kind of like a before and after picture here. Taking this one to the barn, bringing this one into the shop. Got my work cut out for me on this one, I believe. At least I won't have to make a bunch of parts. This one was missing so much stuff. Mortising machine. 5 horsepower. Tilt table. Back and forth, in and out. Clamping mechanism. It's kind of universal. You just clamp it down like that and then clamp the board. Complete. Has all the spring-loaded stops for putting the board against for different locations of slots, and stops for the width of the slot. Spindle goes up and down. Locks for the board, and then this can go over the top of the board as well. And you can lower, with this handle, you can lower this backstop until this traps the board between this stop and this. Show you. Run that over to here. Put yourself a board in here and then lower the backstop onto it. Tighten these down. And then put different boards in with that same setting. Allows you to do repeat operations. Built in 1961, older than most. But if you had to buy this machine today, it would probably come from Taiwan, and that would give me a rash. So I ended up having to make quite a few parts for this machine. It didn't come like this. This was the crank handle for elevating the table, so I had to make this crank handle. It was not available. They had that on there to raise and lower the table. And this was the stop that was on this location. Obviously, the bottom was broke out on it. So I remade that piece. Of course, this was missing and these stops were missing as well. This piece was in the back and held up this arm here. And so I remade that piece as well. This was what they had in place of this. This nut was welded onto this plate. There's another one underneath there, and I had to machine the back side of that. It was a tricky day. But you see how bad or how poor the machining was on this piece and how out of square it was. No good. That was the old key for this slot here. Pretty roomy. There's a new one in there now. All these were remade. I made all these stops and all these springs. This piece was missing.